back to another episode of Bob and Jen TV, where we argue about movies so that you don't have to.
I'm Bob.
I'm Jen, and today we about to do a throwback for y'all, okay? So I know we usually do new movies or movies that's popular or streaming right now. But today, we want to do a throwback, okay? What is our favorite 90s hood movies? What is your favorite?
Classic of all time. Classic. Juice.
Trash.
I wish you would.
Sweat the technique.
We all know Juice is one of the best.
I'm
not going to say
kidding.
the best, but I'm going to say Juice is one of the best. Which one was yours again?
Mine is Menace Society.
A fucked up childhood is right the way I am.
Another throwback classic.
Two very, very, very major classics. And I can't lie, Juice is actually one of my favorites as well. I'm not even going to hold you. I have my YouTube channel. It's just me, Jenny. Go subscribe to that too. But I actually went to a movie festival in New Jersey where the director was there. Raheem was there and Church was there. And it was dope. It was dope to see the movie like in the theater. Because, you know, I was, what year that came out? I was a young, was I even born?
What year Juice came out? That's crazy. I would say, I know it was definitely early 90s. I want to say 91.
Yeah,
Maybe 92. Let me make sure.
Yeah,
I don't even want to like lie on that. Like,
right.
Let me see.
All I know is I was too young to go see it in the movie, so it was nice to actually see it in the theater. And that's my movie. I know it word for word. Okay.
What year was that?
92. I was 2 years old.
I told you. Look, I was like, sheesh. I don't even know how old I was. That's crazy.
I was too young to go see even.
I was too young to watch it too.
I was gonna say you was underage, but as you get older and you tap into these movies.
Yo, I remember, this is crazy though. Throwback. I remember when this movie actually came out, and I wanted to go to the movies to see this movie, and my mom was like, I said, "Ma, I want to go to the movies." She said, "To see what?" I said, "Juice." She said, "You better go get some juice out the fridge." That was crazy.
Take your ass.
That was crazy. But yeah, shout out to Mama Love for that too. That was crazy.
What made you like? Cause see, I know about Juice from just like if it came on like BET or something, and I eventually grew to love it. But you was actually like aware of the movie during the time. So like, what was the hype like? Cause you had Tupac.
I know. I would like to say that might have been the beginning stages of me becoming a Tupac fan. And it was just a hood movie because I was early on watching movies, so it was like a hood movie. It seemed interesting.
Tupac carried. He definitely carried in that
course.
movie. That
Everybody loves Bishop, right?
That scene in the hallway, he did that.
Monumental.
That was a moment. That was an iconic scene. Like, you know what? I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck.
Right. She's ready to reenact the movie. Right. But
put me in the movie, somebody.
Yeah, the movie was good though, man. Classic, definitely throwback.
What makes it your favorite?
I would say maybe Tupac. Maybe because I'm a Pac fan. Right?
Just because of that?
It might be Tupac. I mean, it was a good movie. I love to watch it every day.
It didn't make you feel like you and your boys? Because it was very much a coming-of-age hood movie.
It was definitely... I was pretty young, too, but I guess maybe because, coming from the hood, that was like a normal...
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like a normal setting for me, so it was... It wasn't too far distant from what I already grew up in. You know what I mean? So...
I think
it just became, I would say it wasn't like an instant favorite movie. It became my favorite movie. But that's amongst the movies that we would all know, like her movie, Menace II Society, New Jack City. What's the other one?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. You know what I mean? Like,
South Central.
All those classic joints. You know what I mean?
Like, who don't like any of them? Right. But if I had to, like, if it comes on and I have to watch, like, those are the movies that I'm going to watch every single freaking time.
You know what's crazy? Pardon me for cutting you off. these classic movies, you know that there's somebody out here that's never seen those movies. I bet
I
you.
know.
That's what's crazy.
I know somebody.
You know somebody?
I know somebody.
That's never seen those movies?
Is she watching? I know somebody who said, like, that's not
thing.
because they feel like we already lived this life. Why do I need to see it? Like some people,
I know people like
some
that.
people like to escape their reality instead of watching. I'm the complete opposite.
That's a fact.
Let me tell you about John Singleton, right? When I started to watch Poetic Justice and Boys in the Hood and shit like that, even though I wasn't like, I wasn't outside like that. But when it felt relatable, I was like, oh no, this is the type of shit I like to watch. Like, I don't really care for like fantasies or...
You don't care for fantasies?
No.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Maybe, yeah.
I'm talking like Lord of the Rings type stuff. Like, I don't really care for all that type of stuff.
Those type of movies are ill.
That's not my...
Shout out to Lord of the Rings. They did
That's not my reality.
They did their due diligence on that. That was a great movie.
I know it's a classic.
Lord of the Rings, all of them.
It's just not mine.
She's bugging.
It's just not my thing.
Shit like Troy, you know what I'm saying? Like, those movies is dope.
It's just not my thing.
300, you know what I mean?
Oh, I like 300.
You like 300?
I watched 300. I watched Gladiators. I watched all of that.
Man,
but it's just not like my go-to. My go-to is something I can relate to because if you read my book, Inherited Dysfunction, you already know. Like, I write about what I know. I can't write about something that I don't know.
Okay, it's still a good movie.
Yes, it is. It's just
still good movies. All right. Yeah. Like, she's not really into the DC, Marvel type of movies.
Oh, God, no.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that's not, but I'm into those joints. You know what I mean? That's because I grew up off it. Like, you know what I mean? As a kid, I was into those cartoons and comic books and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's very great how they're putting those type of movies out. I just wish that they would be more into actually like the comic books and creating those movies like more like the comic book. Like, tell a storyline for real. They flipping and twisting it.
Nah, that's Hollywood crazy for you. Yeah. That's Hollywood for you. Yeah. But Juice is definitely I think it is a great film because it's a perfect image of young boys coming of age, growing up in the hood. Just a crew that's not necessarily, they're not bad boys, but they're not innocent. They, just getting into regular teenage boy shit. But then there's always that one that just want to be a gangster so bad. And, he took it very far. He got very crazy in the movie. But I think it was super, super realistic.
Yeah,
now,
very relatable.
Menace II Society, it can also be a coming of age story because Kane was, 18, just graduated high school, but he was still growing up in a neighborhood that was just like, where else do you go from here?
I mean, that's every neighborhood. Every hood, every neighborhood that has a ghetto in it, right? As a young man coming up in the ghetto, those movies are very relatable because, especially not having that close, like, I guess, father figure or older brother, somebody to steer you in the right direction. These things is this what happens in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
your boys outside is the ones that
the influence is
you.
Very like, you know what I mean? Because you always, us as younger people, we always look up to older people, right? So we need that guidance, you know what I mean? And those type of movies, that's why it's relatable.
It's crazy. The funny thing about Menace II Society, Kane actually did have, like, he had his grandparents raising him. So he was kind of, but I mean, he saw so much as a young kid. His dad was a dealer. His mom was a user. Again, inherited dysfunction. You see the influence? But I think he still, like, he wanted to do the right thing, but it was just like, he just became a product of his environment. But
they all did. Even in Juice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Bishop, he had where his pops was like kind of fucked up watching TV all day. He looked like he was sick or something.
Yeah, he looked like he was like a bug out.
None of them really, like, Q, his mom's looked like she was always, she made sure that he would go to school and stuff like that. But they was all cutting school, shit like that, right? Like, but that's like the normal thing coming up in the hood. Kids, go to school.
Get your education.
Get your education. You don't know how important that is, man.
It's a fact.
Oh man,
It's
so
a fact.
so important to get your education, man. It helps shape your life later on.
Talk about it. Menace Society. That's a message of like going to school.
Uh,
Nigga died right after he graduated.
Especially that culture is a little different. You know, Juice is more relatable to us because it's like a New York-based movie.
Get out my head, because I was just about to
Menace
say that.
Society is from Cali, so that's on the West Coast. Even though everything in the hood is always all the same, but that culture over there is like
much different.
They got gang culture over there, right?
Yeah.
That's where it birthed from. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
because to me, Menace
tough
Society is a lot.
Not saying it ain't tough in New York, because it's tough. Because we had gangs too, but we didn't have like a gang culture. We had more like, seeing Juice, it was posses, it was crews. You know what I mean? Like, you had your crew, you had your posse, you had your clique.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so over there, they ganged up. I mean, I would say it's pretty much the same thing. It's just that they were on a whole different level with it. They seemed like they weren't having any fun. Like they were having fun.
They were having a different kind of fun.
We had fun in New York. I don't know about them, but even though we was doing dangerous things that, you know, could have took us out too, but we had fun though. Like
they were having fun, but it was like their fun was like still like on edge type shit. Like you still had to have that thing on you because you outside and then you see the wrong people, the wrong crew, the wrong this. It was just like, that's what I was about to say. Like it's crazy. All the movies that I like, they all be like some LA shit. Like not really here.
Really?
But I think
that's not true.
No.
You love Juice.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like a lot of my favorites. And I think it's because it's John Singleton movies, and that's where he's from.
Oh, you like
so
that?
So the poetic
like
justice and all of that is.
Shout out LA.
Shout out to LA. Shout out to LA. But I think he's just so like influential to me, like his films. So it just happens to be. I'm very much a fan. God rest his soul.
R.I.P. to him.
But I think Menace to Society. Who did Menace to Society? Hughes brothers.
We knew it was the brothers. It was the Hughes brothers.
Because I remember they talked about
Tupac was supposed to be in that movie too.
Yeah.
You didn't know about that?
No.
I think Tupac was supposed to be in everything. Tupac was supposed to be in this movie.
As who?
He was supposed to play as the Muslim.
Oh yes,
and he didn't want that part.
That.
He felt like he was too ill for that. Like
I did.
I'm gonna be some Muslim, like nah.
Right,
Sharif. I mean? Yeah, he didn't want that. But it was like some type of beef. It was a good role. It was a real beef though. Like him and his peoples went to go beat them dudes up. They went to go.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like
I could have seen him playing Kane. He could have played Kane.
He could have played any one of them. He could have played Old Dog.
He could have played Old Dog. But nonetheless, all of them who got them roles was meant for them.
Yes, it was a
Old
great
Dog,
movie,
Lorenz Tate. I think that's why I like this so much movie. I might have a little bit, just a little bit. But
always gotta add on, like. Anyway,
and I think they were skeptical about him too, because I think he had just did the Frankie Lyman movie where he Why Do Fools Fall in Love.
That was his follow up after.
No, I think that came before.
I don't think so.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't think so. I think Menace to Society was a movie.
I don't know, but he was like.
You don't know.
He was known. Look it up. He was known for like.
What movie was that?
Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
That came out in like 95.
So when did Menace to Society come out?
Like 92, 93.
It's right there on your phone. Let's look at it.
92, 93. Let me see.
93. All right, so look at Why Do Fools Fall in Love.
Oh, here you go. Talking about something. What?
Why?
Yeah,
listen.
Right, yeah. 98.
You all right? Well, you get your mixed up too sometime.
No. I don't.
Anyway, they were skeptical about him for whatever reason because he looked too innocent, so they didn't think he could play Old Dog role.
With what?
Lorenz Tate.
If I can remember, I would think that's one of his first movies. I think.
Yes, but
so
I'm saying
did they figure that?
Because he didn't look like. Old Dog was ruthless. Like, he didn't look like that. All right, but
that's what we know. As far as the movie scene, I don't want to get this wrong to mess it up, Lorenz Tate. But I'm just saying, like, far as from me knowing, watching movies, Lorenz Tate first movie, big role, was Old Dog. So any movie that played after that was like, you went from Old Dog to that. Not saying that you didn't do great parts, because you did.
That's range.
He did great part. Yeah, because he's a talented actor. But I'm just saying, like, for me, it was like Son went from doing gangster shit to mushy shit. But whatever. There was everything you did mostly. I agree with. You did your thing, homeboy. You heard? Shout out to Lorenz Tate.
But yeah, I think he was very young playing. He was one of the youngest ones in that movie. So I think they were like, how he gonna play this part? But they say he came in and he did what
They said all that. I ain't even get all that.
It was a documentary. I watch a lot of.
She loves it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I gotta get the backstory with stuff. I don't just watch the movie. I gotta do the research and find out the actors.
Somebody put her in the movie.
Put me in the movie. I'm ready. But yeah,
Let her write it.
Menace II Society is definitely top. Which one is better? Can we say?
That's a tough one.
Y'all answer that.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say Juice though, but that's
of course
it's kind of tough. I'm a little biased, just a little bit.
It's hard to say because I feel like
New York bias.
Menace II Society
New York
is probably
City to be exact. Menace, 5 boroughs. For me. I gotta make sure because New York is big.
We know.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure 5 boroughs, you heard?
Us New Yorkers always want to be bigger than the program. That's just what it is.
I gotta make sure people know, you heard?
You made me forget what the.
No, but you was trying to give a shout out to LA and all that, right?
No, I wasn't.
What you supposed to say?
I was trying to make a point and now I done forgot because you trying to make sure it's East Coast, West Coast still. The East Coast, West Coast beef right now?
No beef.
The coincidence.
No beef,
though.
pause.
No beef.
Pause, right? Now, I'm just saying no discrepancies at all. It's just the whole thing of we was talking about which one is better, Juice or Menace II Society.
Right.
So I said Juice. Maybe I might be a little bit biased because I'm from New York.
That's right.
Right. So but you're saying
I was trying to say that it's hard to compare because I feel like Menace II Society is like a fucking horror movie compared to
a horror movie
to Juice. Yes.
What be going on in your brain?
I'm being dramatic.
You're very.
You know what?
Heavy on the dramatic.
Let me keep my.
No, keep dead. Say what you got to say.
It was way more intense. Let me say that. Fine, I won't say horror.
It was more intense?
It was more, yes.
So you thought it was horrific to watch?
I think, listen.
You thought it was a horror movie?
We don't watch King get shot about 20 times. We don't watch him get jumped. We don't watch his daddy blow somebody away just because he told him to suck his, We don't watch his mama shoot up. We don't watch Sharif get blown away. We don't watch his cousin get popped in the head. It was way more intense than Juice. Juice, don't get me wrong, Bishop made it like, oh my God, this guy. But I feel like Menace II Society had more intensity like that. It was just like more violent, so to speak.
Yeah, because like I said, the culture over there is very different. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's the hood. But, I mean, it's, I would say it's a little bit more drastic over there. I would say
absolutely.
But then again, going back to what I was saying, 5 boroughs. That movie took place in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Harlem is soft. What I'm trying to say is,
baby.
We ain't gonna start nothing.
Right.
I'm not starting no trouble. What I'm saying is every borough was some crazy stuff going on. And I know coming up at that time, I was in Brooklyn, I was in Brownsville to be more specific, right? And it was a scary thing. It was a shooting like every day. So, you know what I mean? Like, some boroughs, it could be hot one day, hot another day. Like, that's how it is in New York City. You never know what's going to pop off. Over there in California, though, it did seem unsafe.
It seemed, listen, let these movies tell it every day was unsafe, okay? You come out your front door. That's why I said it was like, even when they was at the cookout, it was like, okay, they having fun, but it's like, okay, something finna happen. Yeah. Like, it was just always, they go to the store, like, they just was getting a little 40 ounce and then boom.
Same shit niggas doing in New York. Somebody. Them niggas going to get 40s and all that. Same
niggas
shit.
ran down. He was like, I don't give a fuck who out there, god damn it. Is you ready, nigga?
Crazy. But yo,
I ain't killing no kids.
But yo, other than that,
he should have been in more movies. How come he wasn't in more movies?
Who? King?
He wasn't.
He wasn't. Nah, he didn't. I don't know. He was in movies though, but
not the way I thought.
Big roles. He didn't do no real big roles, but he did. He played the snitch in Belly.
Was he a rat in Belly?
He was definitely a rat. Listen, we about to wrap this up. That's what we about to do.
I told you when this exciting movie.
We got to get back to this program.
He want to get back to the game.
The Knicks is
so
on.
y'all let me know, what's your favorite 90s throwback hood movie? What is your favorite? And let us know which one out of the two you think is the best. Juice or Menace II Society?
All right. Yeah, make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. That is how we're going to get pushed out there.
Right.
We are new to this, so come on, support. We appreciate it.
All right, y'all. We about to wrap this up. Peace.